Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor. And this continues to be the space for the hidden seekers looking to step into their purpose and remove the blocks that hold them back. Welcome back to another episode. I'm excited to be here with you today. There has been something that's sort of percolating in my awareness, and I love these moments when I get to bring this to you. I had a realization the other day that there is an army of healers being prepared, and yet a vast majority of us are stuck. And in fact, I would say those of you who are stuck in the corporate world are likely going to be some of the most impactful. It is the corporate hidden seeker that has the entrepreneurial spirit that is going to step into their purpose and fully embrace what it's going to take to create the new earth, heaven on earth. And your ability to do that stems from your experience in the corporate world and understanding business. And I came to this realization because I was looking at the three pillars of my business. And your purpose is my purpose. When I stepped into my purpose, knowing that I wanted to help unleash the human potential that is being held back by conditioning, programming, trauma, whatever you want to call it, I quickly realized that in order for a person to step into their purpose, we have to understand what holds us back. Those invisible blocks, as we like to call them, they are the conditioning and programming and trauma from the world. And it is that was interesting. I'm trying to combine body and mind, which of course there are no accidents. It is the mind body soul alignment that allows us to become laser focused and powerful. And so when we ask ourselves, what is it that holds us back? We have to understand, what are we experiencing? Where are you at right now? And I remember this stage and this phase so clearly. And as I go through the recall of what I experienced, likely in the same place that you are now, it will lead you to an understanding of, how do we remove these blocks? How do we unleash this army of healers that is being prepared? How do we safely expose the closet spirituals hanging out in the corporate world? So I know, if you're anything like me, I know that feeling of suffocating or not being able to breathe in a 9 to 5 job. And I actually liked those moments where the work was mundane enough that I could listen to the YouTube videos and binge more ancient wisdom on how to manifest my way out of the golden handcuffs, right? And then oftentimes would beat myself up for not taking my power back, full well knowing that I create the reality I'm experiencing, and that I'm even giving my power away to the corporations and the paycheck trap, right? Then, of course, there's also the dynamic of trying not to be judgmental of others and yet judging your coworkers for being asleep or behaving like sheep. And yet we at the same time struggle to trust the divine enough to step out of our comfort zone. We even claim to have so much trust and faith in the divine that we trust our intuition, meditation, guidance received in meditation, and yet we don't trust the divine enough to step into our purpose. And we have given our power and authority to the man or to the money as our source of nourishment and safety. And yet we still yearn for more, but that also leads to questioning of, what's wrong with me? Why am I not happy with the big, beautiful life that I have already? They said this would make me happy. And of course, we wake up with so much stress on Monday morning, it literally makes us sick to our stomach and causes more than 50% of heart attacks in the world today, Monday mornings. It's heartbreaking to have to go to a job and spend a vast majority of your life in a place that you don't love. That Sunday afternoon sinking feeling might be the worst memory of all. I just recall that there's no words to describe the depth of despair in my gut as I realized the weekend was over and I have to go back to my soul-sucking job tomorrow. if it's Monday, right? And even when we do have weekends, even if it is the beginning of the weekend, maybe we've lived for evenings and weekends, we tolerate the pain and the suffering. We stuff down the cry from our whole entire being that says there's got to be more, in justification for the weekend is coming. And yet, when the weekend comes, we end up binging on social media, Netflix, alcohol. We end up wasting the time that we so looked forward to. Because again, we still have to numb out the fact that we have to do it all again next week, which of course makes us feel like crap. And likely that bag of Cheetos and that bottle of wine didn't help either. I remember that pain so deeply and so intimately, so closely, so viscerally, as if it was yesterday for me. This is part of what drives this work, is knowing that there's so many of you out there stuck in this trap and not able to figure out, why can I not get out of this? Maybe you've been thinking about something more meaningful, desiring your own business for more than 3 years. In fact, they say it's about 3 years for a person to come to a place of realizing that they can't do this anymore. They say the first year is the honeymoon phase. This new job, it's going to be awesome and amazing. We have so much hope. Then the second year is the year of realization. Something's not quite right. This doesn't feel very good. I don't know what the problem is, but I don't like it. And then year 3, finally we get fed up. We decide, I can't do this anymore. I've got to do something different. Most of us will just find a new job, even though underlying there is a knowing that it is your purpose and your soul urge that is calling you. So we have to tolerate it. We have to live with it, right? And our first strategy is just to stuff it, force it down and pretend it doesn't matter. Pretend we're not dying inside, wear a mask, put on a happy face, suck it up, buttercup. Or maybe we just tolerate and move through the day, not really saying what's on our mind, just kind of pretending to go with the flow, not admitting that we're aware of why things are happening and others can't quite seem to figure it out. Maybe some of us look to psychics and gurus and tarot cards and astrology readings for, when is it going to get better? How do I find my purpose? How do I step into it? Others of us will keep climbing the corporate ladder, expecting the next pay raise or the next title to make us feel better. Either way, we're postponing happiness. And when we finally get silent enough to question and ask in meditation, what do I need to do? How do I get unstuck? How do I get out of this feeling? The answers we get are, you have all you need within you, or you're right where you need to be. So why does this keep happening? What keeps us stuck? It goes back to the mind-body-soul alignment, because it is the misalignment between our bodies and our minds and our souls that is holding us back. Whether you call it conditioning, programming, trauma, whether you call it from your parents, from your friends, from your peers, from your relationships, from marketing, from media, from all of the above, it doesn't matter. But essentially, we have to understand the biology and the physiology of the mind and body and how it works to be able to get it to work for us. Because we can know with our smart brain what we need to do all day long. And no matter how much we know with our intelligent brain, if our emotional brain, our subconscious brain, our reptilian brain isn't on board, it will override your intelligent brain every single time. Anytime the nervous system senses something that's not safe, it will shut down any initiatives that threaten your safety. And so that's why we have to start to work with the body. We have to heal trauma. We have to reprogram the subconscious, and we have to work with the blocks that live in our body. And that can only be done through somatic healing therapies. That's why I do something called trauma spotting. It's not something that we can talk our way through. Talk therapy alone does not work. And so my heart goes out to all of you. And yet I want you to know you don't have to stay there. You don't have to be stuck. There is a strategy. It is not difficult. It is not as difficult as it may seem. The 3 pillars of the business are heal, remove blocks, recondition, whatever you want to call it, find your purpose, step into grounded business strategies. I guess I should go up instead of down, huh? So heal, reprogram through somatic healing therapies, find your purpose, which it can only happen after the healing and the block removal, then step into grounded business strategies. So oftentimes we can feel like we've got the shiny object syndrome where it's like, oh, I want to try this, or I want to try this, or I want to try that. Or you see all of these Facebook ads or YouTube ads telling you, I can help you start your business. And all you got to do is this thing. And all you got to do is that thing. And everybody's thing seems to work. And the truth is, all of those strategies work in the right energy, but you have yet to cultivate the right energy. It is the healing and the reprogramming that has to happen first that keeps this army of hidden seekers and hidden healers and closet spirituals stuck in the corporate world. When we remove those blocks, then who we naturally were starts to come up. Our gifts and talents start to be revealed. We can finally see what we are here to do. And then you still also need grounded business strategy. This is why you've been in the corporate world, because you know how to run a business. You know how to calculate the ROI. You know how to know what your costs are and whether or not you're being profitable. You know marketing and sales are needed. All of these 3 have to come together. You cannot be the shining light worker that you were made to be and be so lofty and up in the clouds and not be grounded in this realm that you chose to incarnate in. So I will stop now. I'm on a bit of a rant. I love you guys so much. I'm here for you. I have helped hundreds with my strategies. I know it's possible for you. All you need is a 12-month exit strategy. You need a plan. You need to work on healing the blocks and reprogramming the subconscious for a fair amount of time. Then we start to identify your purpose and dabble, and I have a strategy for that as well. And then I also offer you the sales, the marketing, the business strategies, how to find leads, how to get out there, how to be seen. And when you go through that process, you will be triggered. And that's why the trauma spotting therapy that I offer works, because we pair that together. So we take steps forward towards the business, we get triggered, we come back, we heal, reprogram, and go back again. Take another step, get triggered, come back, heal, reprogram, and start again. It's a process of 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And it works, I promise you. With a healthy, established 1-year roadmap and an exit strategy, you can be doing this while still maintaining your paycheck so that you don't have to go into poverty to be able to step into your purpose. You can do this. I will help you. It is possible. It's not rocket science, and it's not this invisible, intangible thing that you can't find. It is practical, and I can help you. Reach out, comment below. I will put a free roadmap and strategy session link below if you would like to connect. I'd love to help you understand what it's going to take to move you forward and help you step into your purpose. No longer the hidden seeker, only the shining light worker you were made to be. All right. I love you, my friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share if you know of anyone who could benefit from this. Take care. Namaste.